reject it, it's expected that they reject it, but it don't change the truth. And that's why everything starts to make sense when you understand the truth. Oh, that's my enemy, I shouldn't trust him. Oh, that's easy. If I see you walk in the mosque and shot 800 people, I'm not going to lose no tears. I'm not going to cry. I expect that from you. Because the Most High, the creator of everything, gave me the user manual to how I should walk on the planet Earth. So if I see that, I expect that because that's what's in the manual. But if I look at the manual, I say, the wicked are estranged from the womb, and as soon as they be born, they come out speaking lies. If I see Esau pop up and talk about the Lord don't exist, well, I'm going to revert to that scripture. But our people don't have that manual. They reject that manual. Because they reject that manual, all of these nations prey upon our people, and our people prey upon themselves.
It's like a war scenario, right? The Lord gave you the blueprint and the plans of the other team already.
Right.
He gave you who the enemy was, how they're gonna move, what they like to say, their tactics. Like 1 Corinthians says, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Right.
He gave you everything they do. He told you everything they do already. You just, for some days you just refuse to see.
He told us what plays they're gonna run.
Exactly.
Patriots, baby. We on the Patriots, baby. Hey, what I was gonna say though.
And that's 2/3 of our people, man. Simple as Negroes, man. Who worship the so-called white man.
What I was gonna say, you say they reject the Lord, but it's really the Lord rejected them, man. The Lord don't want you. The Lord rejected you. So he sent the angel to blind you. Simple as that.
Matter of fact, let's get Isaiah 60 and 2.
You out here catwalking on a bike in the middle of the road.
Blasting some derogatory ass shit that just shit on your whole nation. Esau don't gotta call you a nigga no more. You call yourself a nigga, man. Why would he have to call you a nigga, man? You glorify that term. Why should, you know? And the moment we try to tell our people who they actually are, they hold on to the title they oppressor gave them, man. We tell our people that they are Hebrew Israelites, they hold on to what the so-called white man called them. No, I'm black. I'm a color in the crayon box.
That's why I watch that dude I was watching, man. Fucking KKK Jake. KKK Edomite talking about they don't have to do this KKK I was looking at.
You got a question? Yeah, we're just bringing out the word, bringing out the Bible. Do you know who the children of Israel are according to the Bible? They are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. According to prophecy and according to the Bible, that's who the children, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Our people are calling themselves after lands, after land names. We call ourselves black, which is a color in the crayon box. It's not a nationality. And all of these things were a part of prophecy. Our people would lose their heritage. They wouldn't know who they were. They would be in another land, and they would be sold unto their enemies. You got matter of fact, let's get Jeremiah 17:4.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So our people violated the commandments that were given in Mount Sinai. And as a punishment, the Lord took our original heritage from us, which is why our people call themselves Negroes, colored, African American, nigger, all of these things.
a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Bring out 48 too.
And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
And that wood represents the cross, the false doctrine of Christianity. When you go into modern day Christianity, it's not biblical. That's why they read a few verses, then they close the book, and they talk out of their own mind. Really, it's all just motivational prosperity speech. It's not really biblical. And the stone represents Islam, because a lot of our people are also into Islam as well.
I really agree with you. Maybe I feel like the labels you mentioned before are definitely not African labels. They are white American.
Right, white supremacy, right.
And you have to understand that there's a distinction between Africans and our people as well.
I just like seeing we can be clear in our language. You know that people like parts of other places. It's very nice to be here. Not talking about this subject matter. It's very dark. It's very like upsetting.
Well, it's a
You know,
punishment.
my son, he looks white. And I'm very light skinned, but he looks white.
Well, I also have to tell you this too, for edification's sake.
Please.
Now, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in bulk make up the children of Israel. But the children of Israel are scattered amongst all nations. And they will come back looking like all nations. So we call it so-called white man, so-called black. So these are titles that you would only understand our people by those labels. But you're going to have Latinos, Negroes that look like so-called white people, so-called Chinese people, because the children of Israel were scattered. And they were in multiple captivities. And throughout all those captivities, they had sex with women and had children.
What does your religion say about people who look white? Do you think that maybe a race is a construct?
The color being attached to your nationality is a construct.
It certainly is, I would say that.
But there are nations on the planet, just like you have plant life. Everybody's not a rose in the plant world. You have weeds, you have dandelions, you have roses. This nation is this nation according to the seed of the Father. So if the seed of the Father goes back to a Negro, Latino, or Native American, that's a child of God, whether they look like a black, so-called black person or not. We have people that are in our camps, that are in our churches across the globe, that don't look like us. They look like him. But their spirit is connected with our spirit.
I'm going to say something. What you're looking at, this is a family. Like you brought up the plant, right? Just like in the animal world, there's families. That's how the Lord just separated the families. The nations are different families.
And
Right?
there's no mixing or half and half. Like if let's say I have a child, I'm a quote unquote African American. I had a child with a Chinese woman. My child is still of my seed. I'm the father.
So the man told the seed.
The man carries the seed. Your child is what?
Let's take it simple. Forget the Bible. When you look at fruits and vegetables, right? You have seeds, right? Are there half and half fruits? Is there like a half watermelon, half apple? No. The seed determines what the fruit is.
I mean, like, if he has an Asian child.
Well, hold on. Let's take it simply then. He has seed, you have eggs, right? His seed is planted in your eggs, right? So, like I said, let's use seeds again. If I take an apple seed from America and I plant it in your womb, like say, for example, China, is that going to be an orange tree? No, it's still going to be an apple tree in China, even though it was an American apple
It will be
seed.
half Chinese.
No,
Depending on how it.
Look at the
the seed determines the nationality of the child, which
No,
is
it
why,
doesn't.
yes it does.
No, it
I just
does
asked you again. So
My son, I am browner.
We're not talking about physical features. We're talking about the seed of the man being the nationality of the
I
child.
don't know what you're talking about. But I'm just saying, like, it's not fair that we, as black people, and I
hold on. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in the Bible?
I believe in women
Well,
having the authority
I'm
to
trying
control their body.
to get to a point. Do you believe in the Most High?
Are you reading it in Aramaic?
Huh?
Are you reading that in Aramaic?
Let's deal with one thing at a time.
Right.
So
Are you reading
with
in
this
Aramaic?
question that you have,
Are
we're
you
not
reading that
talking
Bible
about
in Aramaic?
we're not talking about the authority of the woman. We're
That
basically
Bible is
stating
written in Aramaic.
the
Are you reading
seed
that in
of
Aramaic?
the man determines the
Are you
nationality
reading
of
in
the
Greek,
child.
the second language?
Hold on. I'm gonna ask you. Let's use simple. A child. Who determines the sex of a child?
Both parents. It's random.
That's not what your science says.
That's why I asked you, do you believe in the Bible?
That's not what your science says.
Science says it's completely random.
Well, it's like, make it simple. If I had an apple seed, which the man carries the seed, and in the Bible, anytime you say it says seed, it means sperm, sperma, whatever you want to call it.
Sperm comes from seed.
Right. So if I have an apple seed and I plant it here in America or anywhere around the world, an apple seed is still right.
We don't take every piece of the Bible to heart.
No.
You take it as like
take it as a figurative,
you
right?
brought up like
What?
you
The
are
Bible's figurative,
According
right?
to you,
your wife.
You. Do you stone people to death? Do you stone people to death?
you are
For
still
looking at somebody else?
No.
Okay, that's in the Bible, right? Do you read the Bible in Aramaic or in Greek or in the third language it was
Yeah,
translated?
we do go into the.
Are you reading in
We
English?
do go into the. What
You're
else?
reading in English.
So what? We go into the Hebrew words behind those English
Do
words.
you?
What else? Yeah, we do. What else?
Do you stone people to death or don't?
No, we don't. Lord's
you
gonna do
don't
that when
take
he
it
comes
literally.
back.
You
Lord's gonna put people to death when he
You
comes back.
selfish?
No, we don't.
That's what I was
What else?
That's what I was trying to ask you.
Lord will destroy you.
I was
I got a
asking
quick
you, do you
precept for
believe
you.
in the Most High?
I got a quick
Do you believe in
precept.
a higher power?
Ask the question. Here's the
But
answer.
he doesn't believe in the Bible.
Oh, I got you. I
The
got you.
Bible
We're
is a
not saying one
document
is not
written by
important.
50 different
We're not saying that.
originally in
You are
Aramaic.
denying
And
that
then
it's
in Greek.
women.
We can all stay in the room.
No, we're not.
This
What
is
we're
1
telling you is
Corinthians
a man
6
This is
and
good.
12.
He-
All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. So like I said, this is not our kingdom. This is your kingdom.
according to
So
the
we don't
Bible.
stone people. But
According
when,
to the
we're in,
Bible.
when you're in our kingdom, you will get stoned. You will get put to death.
Why not?
Where?
Because to tell you that
It's
shit
been
from your
holding
person.
everybody
No,
back
I've heard
so
you'll be stoned to
long.
death for adultery.
Well, this ain't religion over here.
So you think that's
What you got? This ain't religion.
Yeah.
Religion is man-made.
Absolutely.
Religion is man-made.
So
That's
you
the
think
under
your
Catholic
nation-
Bible.
Why do you think it was like
The Lord
Your
created
nation
us
is spiritual.
He gave us laws, statutes, commandments, Father. He didn't tell us the Bible.
I've been a
Rulership
human
of
rights
your
activist
nation.
for 20
I
years.
said the
created by
rulership
man.
of your nation.
A man named Constantine created
My
religion.
nation being the United
Well, I'm
States.
telling you
No,
this.
your nation
According to
being
the
the
Bible,
so-called Caucasian
the
race.
man chose to be seed.
Meaning what? I'm responsible
So the
for all
child
my
of
people.
Oh my
The
God.
laws of your nation, the laws of your nation govern the world.
The
And
laws
you
of my
guys put
nation are
people to
what?
death. Huh?
My nation is what?
No.
Caucasian race. That's your nation. That's your nationality.
Corey, you
So
not
called.
You acknowledged earlier that race is a social construct, right?
No, color being
race
attached
is a
to
social
race
construct,
is
and
a
the
social
contract has
construct.
made this
Listen.
particular race, the one that has indoctrinated everybody else. This is also
They're not-
part of the indoctrination. Look at the white Jesus there.
I don't think Jesus is white. Jesus is
They don't. Okay, nobody needs to know that you don't care that Jesus is white or not.
Jesus is Palestinian.
We don't believe he white
Oh
neither.
my God, it
We
doesn't matter.
We
It
don't
does
believe he
not
white
matter.
neither. That's why we got that image down now.
First the
Right,
Bible
Jesus-
figurative,
Jesus-
now he Palestinian.
He's a dark-skinned man from the tribe of
You
Judah.
don't understand if you
Yes.
take
He grew up in modern day
Right.
What
Palestine.
difference does it make to us right now?
Because the Bible
Where
shows-
are we going with this now?
Because who destroyed us to have us to believe that he looked like that? Who
I
did
don't
that?
think he looked like that.
But I'm
We
asking her,
destroyed- I'm
who
telling
did
you,
that to
it
make
was-
us think he looked like that? Who
There
did
were
that?
many
That's the
aunties
nationalist
and,
spirit.
like,
They tell you in the scripture that the what color he was.
They're not
Right.
You have to convince me.
No,
nobody is going to convince you of anything.
Let's get Romans 3.
Nobody is
Let's
going
get
to
Romans
convince
3.
you.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, Romans
Nobody is
3.
going to convince
We
you.
don't got to convince you of anything.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Especially you.
This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3.
Trying to convince that.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. It doesn't matter if you don't believe.
Let's get our second
I was gonna say, it don't even matter because when you read the scripture, when you start reading from the scriptures, they're not even listening to you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's continue the lesson. My This is not for you guys. Have a good night, man.
Have a good
Have a good night.
Take it
This
easy.
is it for you.
It's not for y'all.
We're not forcing nothing on nobody.
Yeah, we're not-
Either you get it or you don't.
Let's get
Right?
Some people don't get it. It's okay.
This isn't a Christian church.
Second extra.
We're all about just truth. It's the only thing that matters, not making people feel good. Only truth.
It's not a sales pitch, man.
This second hedge is
The Lord
15
ain't to be debated with, man. YAHAWASHI Shah's word ain't to be debated with, man. The Lord gonna put them boys gonna put them to death too, man. She got a whole lot to say walking around with a feminine so-called white man on her arm, man.
Salaki, I was gonna say, we gotta get into that spirit of ignoring these damn devils, man. You gotta know when to ignore them. Like Yahawashi ignored them and was drawing them. You gotta ignore these devils, man. They're just coming up here to sow discord. This is ignore them. Go down the street.
Second Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
And that show you that the so-called white man really thinks that he on a level, man. Our job ain't to convince you of shit, man. That's not our job. Our job is to tell you the Lord's words, whether you hear or forbear. This ain't a sales pitch. You're supposed to be convincing me. We ain't supposed to be doing shit for you. We actually trying to wake our sister up.
That's it.
If she don't get it, she gonna die with you,
Hey,
man.
Salaki, if she was a sister, because she could have been a tear.
That's true. That's true.
But at the same time, the sister did come up sincere. And he was just
She did not come up sincere. She came up, she looked at the fucking, this sign here, she seen a white man on her arm, she got cut. She was cut, man. She seen that and was cut.
And he was
she
in his
jumped up
feelings
to
too,
defend
man.
him. And then after a while, he got some balls. That's why she was doing the talking.
But you know what? Just like Romans 3:3 said, so what if some do not believe, man?
Let me finish.
We're not.
Lock it. It says Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahawah without effect? Yahawah forbid.
Yeah, and the day of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need the so-called white man's validation is over, man. At least for the hopeful elect it is, man. We don't give a damn what you believe in, man. And you're not gonna move us off our square, and we don't expect to move you off yours, man. We expect you to continue to be the devil. We don't expect salvation and judgment, man.
Look, if I could say this, why I say to tell them go down the street? Because you notice, as soon as you reject people, they hate that shit, man. They hate rejection. The Lord rejected you, man. The Lord burned you. They hate that shit. She wanted to sit here and argue. We ain't arguing, man. This isn't a debate.
Not a debate.
Second Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
And we already got the manual. We already know how this script plays out. So if the word come out and you buck up against it, we know where you lie at, man. You either on the faithful side or the unfaithful side. And if you buck up against the words of YAHAWASHI, that will put you in the unfaithful side. And we already know what your end is, man. Like YAHAWASHI said, we're gonna let the dead bury the dead, man. We ain't gonna waste no words on you. You get it, you get it. If you don't, we're not trying to hear that Jesus is Palestinian. We're not trying to hear all of these. We done heard it all before, man. You better off just giving them the street. Otherwise, the Lord gonna further condemn you, man.
This ain't the Christian church. We don't need y'all money.
Right.
We don't need nothing from y'all. Keep rocks,
Customize the word to my own desire. No. The Lord don't fold, man. The Lord ain't compromising with nobody here, man. We ain't in the age of compromising, man. I don't think these people realize the time of grace is over, man. That's coming to an end. You having the liberty to have an opinion is coming to an end, man. Because the Lord is going to speak through judgment, man. And your opinion ain't going to matter in that day, man.
This is John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
So we don't marvel at that, man. We don't marvel. We expect people to come up against the message. Because the Lord said few people were going to choose the straight gate, man. And the majority of these people are going to continue to live that vain life until the Lord put them out their misery, man. That's how this whole movie plays out, man. The only thing that really is changeable or interchangeable is the hopeful elect, man. Our nation, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Your decisions dictate your future, man. But all these other nations, their decisions, their judgment is already sealed, man. That's why we tell Jake, get right, man. Because you running out of time, man. These nations, they been ran out of time. They ran out of time the moment they put hands on us, man. But Jake really running out of time, man. This ship is about, this chariot is about to leave and you're not going to be on it, man. If you don't get right now, man.
I gotta keep this up, man, because listen, man, we deal with nothing but truth up here, man. And whatever Yahawashi, Yahawashi say, that's it's set in stone. I mean, we told her that the man determines the nation, the nationality of a child. She gets all emotional and was like, you know, where's the woman in that? What? Fuck all that.
Yeah, those are spirits, man. Those are demons on these people. That Queen of Heaven, that's a demon, man. And it lives in feminine, man. Because she had a problem with that. But then her answer, her reply was, I'm for women.
I'm for women.
I'm for women having authority over their own body. It had nothing to do, and the question was about nationality. It shows that all of these are different seducing spirits that's on these people. That whole global, all one love, one people, that's an Edomite demon, definitely. Because he do that to hide his own identity and to make you Negroes forget what happened to you. How does that help us now? That's a docile mindset. How does bringing up what happened to your people, that's a docile mindset, man. That's why 2/3 of our people, man, y'all in the way. Y'all in the way, man. Y'all in the way. It's a road to the kingdom of heaven, and y'all in the way right now.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
And their own vain opinion is gonna get them killed, man. Point blank, plain and simple, man. Trusting in the so-called white man's military is gonna get you destroyed. That's why people need to come out of this situation, man. Mentally and spiritually separate yourself from the so-called white men in the other nations, man. That's what the Lord means by come out of her, my people, man. That whole mindset of being docile and subservient to the so-called white man. Accepting all of his apologies and his empty, vain opinions, man. And making them your own, man. That's destroying you Negroes, man. That man asked us if it was a problem with people being stoned for adultery. Yes, a problem. It's not a problem to him because his women ain't sluts. I shouldn't say that. But our women are sluts because of that, man. Our women are sluts and whores because of that, man. Because they got the freedom and license to do so, man. Our nation is destroyed under this man's laws and his rulership. And the Lord gave us those laws for a reason, man. That punishment is that kind of punishment for a reason. So if it really went down, everybody else who even thought about it would revert back to the judgment. If I know I'm gonna get hit in the head with rocks until I die, maybe I'm gonna think twice about committing adultery. Maybe these hoes might be loyal. Because if women started getting stoned for that adultery, I bet you it'd be a lot less Tatianas out here.
You would think twice. You would consider.
You wouldn't have all these city girls and Tatianas out here then.
Right now,
there was a punishment for it.
Right now, there is no punishment for wickedness, man. Like the scripture said, because a sentence against a wicked man is not done. That's why they love this place, man. You can just be the wickedest nigga you want to be, man.
But when them bodies start dropping, man, we're going to find out who's who and what's what. When the Lord starts dropping bodies out there, that's when we're going to find out what's what, man.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life.
And that's what you have, man. Our people glorify death, man. Destroying themselves. Our people glorify that, man. And then they look at the so-called white man like a hero, man. Like he ain't kick your ass for centuries, man. You've been fighting a losing battle for centuries. And your one opportunity to catch a W, and you don't want it, man. Our people destroy you. They in the way, man.
Read that again. Yeah, let them read that Jeremiah again.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the Lord of hosts.
And our people daily choose death over life, man. And they crown life. It ain't like they just ignore it, they crown it. Brothers are out here sincerely showing a labor of love to our people who are lost, man. And they crown it. They look at it, they mock it. The only solution for our people, an invitation only, and it's got your name on it. And because you can't give it to everybody else, you don't want it. That's a homeborn slave mentality, man.
Invitation to YAHAWASHI's wedding. I want this shit.
I don't want to be special. And that's been Jake's problem since we left Egypt, man. Ever since we left Egypt, that's been our people's problem, man. They don't want to be special. They want to be like these other nations, man.
There's two more verses on so I can
got it, brother.
what you said. Verse 4, moreover, thou shalt say unto him, thus saith Yahweh, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit. They refuse to return.
And they hold fast to this captivity, man. They hold on to it. Because they got PS4 live. They can go slut a chick out. They can be hoes and harlots. They can have orgies. They can have a crowd royal. They can make gumbo. They can eat the booty like groceries. All kind of folly, man. And Jake love it, man. Jake love death, man.
They can drink bath water.
Jake love death, man. He can worship his woman over here. He ain't actually got to be a man no more. He can let her make all the decisions.
Yeah.
And she can be his mom.
Yeah.
And Jake loved this lifestyle, man. He loved death, man. Until the so-called white man reminded me of slaves. That's really what it boils down to. That's what Black Lives Matter is about. Don't remind me I'm a slave. Don't kill me on camera. At least let me have the decency of doing it to my own. Don't do it for me. I can do it myself.
Exactly what the fuck it is, man.
And our people are destroyed because of that, man. Because they look at each other like enemies, man. Meanwhile, the real enemy is sitting back laughing at you niggas, man. Look, 2/3 of our people, y'all in the way, man. Straight up. 2/3 of our people, y'all in the way, man. Y'all hate each other, and y'all talk that Black Lives Matter to other nations, but y'all won't stand up for each other, man. Y'all don't treat each other better.
Like, I forgot which brother brought it up. But somebody was bringing up how a golf course, right? When you think about a golf course, right? Who's on the golf course? Jake don't go on the golf course. It's these elite rich Edomites that go on the golf course. Most of these Edomites on the golf course, what are they doing? They're talking about laughing, enjoying golf, talking about how their corporation is destroying Jakes. You got this dude over here selling Newports or whatever, golfing with this guy that owned a prison. And they both just laughing it up, laughing how they destroying Jake.
And now we're in the time of these so-called white people paying for their crimes, and our people don't even know it. We're in the time of the so-called white man being punished, and our people dyeing their hair blonde. Jake, man. Jake in the way, bro. 2/3 of Jake, y'all in the way, bro.
I think
Y'all in the way.
Hey, that blonde hair means you gonna take a chip.
Y'all in the way, man.
That means I'm gonna take a chip.
That you basically stamping yourself for white supremacy. That Antonio, what's his name, Antonio Brown? This nigga blonded out his mustache. Ooh. Man, the man dyed his mustache blonde. Here it is. This man is at the time when he about to go down, and Jake trying to be just like him all the way into the. I'm with you, Master. We gonna burn down together.
Hey, Slocky, I gotta say this, man. And some of you old ass Jake women, man, nigga women, what you doing with goddamn blind? Grandma got a goddamn blonde wig on. Man, Jake is
I'm telling
simple.
you, but Jake's sick, man. That's really what it boiled down to. Our people are sick, man.
Well, that's half of Jake women with blonde hair now, boy.
Our people are sick,
Grandma
man.
go sit her ass down.
Our people are sick.
Going to church with her blonde wig.
Matter of fact, let's get
Leviticus.
I'm gonna bring this out real quick.
Go ahead, bring it out.
Yeah, man. It's still going back to the chick, and you know, we were just talking about how a man determines the
I'm
nationality.
just sitting here meditating on this bitch,
Yeah,
bro. That shit fuck with me bad.
I was watching you.
I hate to see chicks like, I hate to see that shit, but like, you left dumber than you were when you came up here.
But I want to make this a teaching experience.
Tell me, y'all putting women down. Y'all know. I say, listen, man. Ain't nobody saying we put women down. What I'm trying to get you to understand is the seed come from the man.
And this is a good teaching experience, man. When you don't know something, this is our tool, man.
Right.
Esau's tool is cardinal. When you don't know something or you need understanding, wisdom, you go to this. So the subject at hand was, does the man's seed determine the nationality of the child? She said, him and her said the woman. So I'm gonna pick up my tool, look for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and find the answer, not lean on my own understanding.
I had it. She wouldn't even let me read the shit.
This is Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree.
Pedigree. The record of descent of an animal. You know that don't apply. The second definition. The recorded ancestry, especially upper class ancestry of a person or family.
So they declared their pedigree. Okay.
Their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from the 20th years old upward by their homes.
So your ancestry comes from your father. Your pedigree comes from the man, the seed.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's just that simple.
You go into the word husband, it goes back into garden. Because you're doing what? You're planting a seed. That's why the Lord said, that's why the Lord said, despise not husband, roughly paraphrasing. Because what a man does is he plants a seed inside of a woman. The same way the Lord made nature, he made humanity in an aspect. Only difference is we've been given knowledge and understanding. Cogitation, speech. But all this boils down to the world being ruled by the darkness.
It's gonna be I said, woman, I take an apple seed from America and I take it over to China and plant it in China. It's half Chinese apple.
Well, the brother brought out that if he had a child with an Asian chick, she said the baby was Asian before she. But that shows you that gross darkness is covering these people. Chiefly our people, man. Our people have a malignant tumor in their system, man. Ain't no people. Matter of fact, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And the Lord is about to cut off that long disease by taking away the good meat out of the body of Israel and getting rid of the rest of it, man.
And I was trying to tell her, man. I was trying to tell her, I was going to bring out Numbers 1 to 18. She said, I said, do you believe in the Bible? Well, I believe in. I said, do you believe in the Most High, higher power? I believe she was going on, so it was a waste of time, man. It was a waste of time.
Don't save her, because she don't want to be saved. And that's the mentality of our people. And that's why they come up here and all they have is excuses. They don't really have a real legitimate argument. Everything they have is excuses.
That's why I used to always ask people before I even say something to their ass. That's why I always ask everybody, do you believe in the Bible?
Waste your time. Exactly.
Because they say no. I mean, some things good for edification, but
I was going to say, that whole house got jumped because you saw the chicks that came up trying to pull her away. They had came by before.
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 chicks
Right,
that
right,
walked
right.
by and was scoffing. She was with them. I think they were her daughters. Because she was like, she said something about mother or something like that. That whole house got jumped, man.
yeah, it's judgment, man. They have been marked.
That little Edomite man on your arm ain't gonna save you either.
Oh, that faggot ass,
He ain't gonna save you.
that faggot definitely ain't gonna save you.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, we start at verse 11. As the partridge sitteth on eggs and hatcheth them not, so he that getteth riches and not by right shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be a fool. A glorious high throne from the beginning is the palace of our sanctuary. O Yahawah, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed, and they that depart from thee shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken Yahawah, the foundation of living water.
And that's the 2/3 of our people, man. Every generation gonna be cold for you, man. Every generation gonna be bitter for you. Because it ain't like the Lord gave you a terrible deal, man.
Right.
You working harder to be wicked than you would be righteous, man. Or trying to be righteous. Look at all the hoops Jake gotta jump through just to make a little bit in this wicked ass system. That's why the physician is coming to cut off a long disease, man. And that long disease is 2/3 of our people who refuse to come back to their heritage, man. Who refuse to be holy. Holy meaning separate.
Well, I don't even want to come at it like that, boy. I don't want to come at it like that, man. I don't want to come at it like that, dog.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And you gotta have spiritual eyes to see that transition, man. You gotta be spiritual to actually recognize that transition that happened. That's why it says he has a king today shall die. The so-called white man being looked at as beautiful, superior, and all of these things. He's coming down, and our people don't have the spiritual eye to recognize it, man. Here it is, the Titanic ship sinking, and Jake dancing trying to be like the captain. Jake better get right, man. Because 2/3 of our people, y'all are in the way, bro. It ain't no other way to say it, man. Y'all in the way, man. All y'all do is make the Lord's heritage look worse, man.
And 2/3 ain't gonna get right, huh? The Lord is gonna come like a thief in the night, man. And in the days of Noah, they're gonna be given a marriage and married, man. They're not gonna get right.
This is St. John chapter 14, verse 17. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be with you, and shall be in you.
And we know Yahawah.
I just brought that out earlier.
We know him well. We see the prophecy, we see the judgment, and we recognize the cause for the Lord to rise up like that, man. When a plane drop out of the sky, we recognize why that's happening. When the Lord send a man to go into a bar and kill random people, they ain't random.
Hell no, they
Nothing
ain't.
random about it.
They were picked out.
And the
Wow.
Lord ordained that from the foundation of the earth. As a product of man's own doings, man. And all you see out here is judgment, man. And they don't receive that because they can't receive the spirit of truth. Because lies taste good.
Oh, man. Smooth deceits.
What that describes was faith, man. What you really read that over, that's faith. They have no faith.
He said he sent us the comforter, man.
You gotta believe though. You gotta believe.
And that comforter is just knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Knowing how this whole thing ends, man. Knowing that the laughter and the mocking of these people is going to result in death and destruction, man. The same way these people are laughing at us, the Lord is going to laugh at them in the time of their calamity. That's comfort. That's why brothers can stand out here boldly and speak the words of Yahawashi, because we know no word has ever failed that came out of Yahawashi mouth. Nothing came back void.
Not one.
Our judgment ain't come back void, and we have faith that the Lord's judgment for the wicked ain't gonna come back void. And we see it every day we wake up. We see it play out, man.
Lord, out of his fucking mind.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in Yahawah and was confounded?
Never, man.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
The Lord got 100% accuracy when it comes to delivering his men.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
And the Lord got 100% accuracy when it comes to delivering those who faithfully turn to him, man. I was meditating on that earlier, man, because a lot of times you would be throwing up a prayer and you'd be like, they be feeling almost like you bothering the Most High. Like all the stuff that he out here doing and you just go tap in.
What's that scripture that says you're supposed
They
to
said, give him no rest, man.
That's what I'm saying. They say,
Isaiah 62, 8,
yeah.
62 and 7.
And I was meditating on that because what that brother brought out is that, hey man, the Lord this is why you came into this. So you can have that pathway, man.
seek him 10 times more, huh? Supposed to seek him 10 times more, huh?
Bring that out one more time.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did any ever trust in Yahawah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Hell
Or
no.
whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Nobody.
None.
Nobody.
None.
100% accuracy.
Hey, nobody told you broken down the cage, man. He said if you do good, you shall be accepted.
Right. Right.
Right.
But if not, sin lies at the door, man. And when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, the Lord said that he made everything to have its being, and he didn't even want death. But because our own inventions, death came into the world, man. That's why in the kingdom of heaven, the lions go sit next to the wolf go sit next to the
Well,
lamb.
he said men have sought out many inventions, man.
Right. Matter of fact,
They sought out many inventions. And them same inventions, what makes people wicked, man. Do wickedly.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 26. I said I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Were it not that I fear the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, unless they should say our hand is unless they should say our hand is high, and the Lord hath not done all this. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them.
and Jake has been left to his own devices, man. Jake seeks his own counsel, man. And his own counsel really is what Esau done planted into him, man. And he forsaken the living waters, man. And that's why Jake don't have no rest, man. Jake never satisfied, he don't have no rest, man. No assurance of life.
Wow.
Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
Because 2/3 of our people been playing checkers, man, this whole time. And the Lord is a chess player, man.
Tell you.
That's why the Lord told us what to do, because he saw 20 moves ahead, man.
I'm gonna say this too. The Lord he's a master chess player, and he ain't playing on the clock. When he's playing on the clock, you gotta hit that clock quick.
Right.
Nah, he's working at his own speed, man. You know?
Right. He said his thoughts are not our thoughts. Neither his ways our ways.
And that's why we're not supposed to lean onto our own understanding, man. 'Cause you on the battlefield, man. You ain't got no bird's eye view or nothing. Jake can't see 20 moves ahead. Jake can't see 10 minutes ahead.
This fat ass nigga
That was a
talking
good,
shit.
that was a good. Hey,
Jake can't even see 10 minutes ahead of his schedule. It said man's goings are of the Lord. How can, that's why the Lord gave you the instructions. Look, if y'all did this, y'all have been in peace forever. I forgot what the Lord said there, but he said, look, had y'all did what I told y'all to do, y'all be in peace and safety
But y'all
forever.
done became a degenerate plant.
what you're saying is so cold, right? If you know anything about war, that's why you have generals. The foot soldiers, they just go in there and they do what they're told. They can't see where the enemy is. They can't see certain things. They can't see the whole field. But when you watch movies and shit, the generals are always in the back looking at the board. That's Yahawah and Yahawashi. They're up there watching everything. They can see all the moves. Just do what you're told, man. It's better to obey than to give sacrifice to fools.
Right.
And we went into this last week. Jake rebelled against 613 laws, and not Jake over here in the stranger's land trying to keep 4,000 laws.
Hey, 4,000 laws that's constantly amended for your demise.
Yeah, right. They ain't changing. And getting added to.
Hey, they keep changing them to hem you up, to keep you down.
Right.
That's the only reason they amend them.
Jake done traded easy to play Madden on all Madden.
Right.
Jake had the rookie level already.
Right.
And Jake said,
Put
nah,
that bitch on.
I got this. I
Right.
got this.
All
and
Madden.
turned the game on all Madden. That's why the Lord said, oh, that they were wise and they would consider their latter end. Because if Jake was wise, he'd know that he wouldn't even make it into the, he wouldn't even win an exhibition match on all Madden.
Hey, but he also turned on that feature to keep the score close. So even though he's destined to lose,
Nah,
he
Jake
feel
lost.
like he got a chance.
Jake lost. Jake lost so Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans so destroyed, they ain't even trying to play no more. Jake all the way in the stands with his jersey on. Drinking Gatorade, ordering wings.
You can't beat them, join them,
He don't
right?
even want to play no more.
You know what I was just thinking? You know how you know this place is fucking done? Because these motherfuckers ain't even playing video games no more. They watching other people play video games.
Right.
What the hell type of shit is this? Then you got millionaires playing video games because other people are watching them play.
Jake is idle, man. Jake is idle.
Laws too, like people walking around with the camera, and other people be watching them like their day-to-day life and shit like that.
Jake is just gone, bro. Jake is gone, bro.
And the Lord took his understanding. So he gone and he don't know why he gone. And
No clue.
Bro, anything that can distract him from this hell that he's in. Whether he gotta watch a nigga play Fortnite all day, whether he gotta scroll through 50 million Snapchat pictures, anything to distract his ass.
Jake and all these female DMs on Instagram. Jake just trying to live at this point. Jake just trying to get him some Bobby. Drink simple little and play the game, man.
That's why.
Jake is supposed to
But that's
box
why.
to leave
Matter
level
of fact,
up.
let's end it on this. Let's end it on John 10:10.
That's why I say, bro, I never, and I ain't. All that social media shit, I don't want to, I'm not gonna put none of that shit on my phone, man.
But that's why Jake bucks up against his truth, because to Jake this is progress, man.
Right.
To Jake this is life abundantly, because what do they tell Jake in elementary school? Your history started as a slave, or your history started with these dirty so-called white people going over here and taking your land.
Right.
So Jake looks at his position now and the history that the so-called white man gave him, and he says, "This is a come up. I'm living. I'm good.
Right.
I couldn't drink Hennessy in slavery. I couldn't go to a drive-thru and get some chicken. I had to eat chicken because that's all Master gave us."
Right.
And then their concept of even where they came from before Master, they run around with bones in their fucking nose. They don't have no conception of what they
Right, that African shit.
So
right.
that means Jake will trade one oppression for another. So he'll take off, all right, I reject that. That's the so-called white man. And then I'm going to put on my old oppressor. I'm going to go back to Egyptology. I'm Hotep, my brother. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rikah Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who are the elders of Yasha Allah, and a sincere salutation to all you Aki, who preaching His word and believing His word in all truth and sincerity. All right, shalom.
Shalom.